expanding in recent years, trying to clean up the East River. And, of course, there's still a long way to go, but there has been some success. One success is that the East River is now a place to fish again. You heard me right, fish again. Kathleen Murphy is doing that just now on the East River. Captain Joe Shastay, owner of New York Harbor Sport Fishing, built a business for Wall Streeters and tourists along the East River, and he started at an early age and says that fishing is a great way to relax and unwind.
Come on, let's go fishing. I'll show you some hot spots on the East River.
By night, Captain Joe Shastay is a New Jersey firefighter. By day, he's reeling in big business as the owner of New York Harbor Sport Fishing, a charter company for amateur anglers. And no fisherman knows the East River better than Captain Joe, even in the dead of winter.
From March through January 1st, lots and lots of places to fish. And we'll be starting up March 1st. Oh, I get a lot of guys who work on Wall Street, guys who are brokers, guys who are traders. Most of the time, I mean, they talk a little shop, but they come out here to, I guess, forget about that. In the fall and the spring, we'll often see a seal, things like that, and there's some good wildlife out here.
There is no such thing as a typical day for Captain Joe. And with the East River as his playground, he's seen his share of strange things.
There's a lot of debris from the old piers breaking down and, you know, just washing into the river. And occasionally actually see a body. 3 in the last 6 years.
Captain Joe charters his 19-foot boat for $435 for a full day, but most Wall Streeters come for an evening after work. This includes bait, so all the riders need to bring is a snack.
October and November are very close to being the busiest months. The worst months are January and February.
Captain Joe throws about 95% of the fish he catches back into the river, but occasionally a client will choose to take a prize home for dinner.
They have advisories that the government puts out. It's bluefish is 1 meal per week and striped bass is 1 meal per month. Okay, we're heading in. I just wanted to show you some of the fishing spots. It is the middle of winter right now, but in springtime, there'll be good spots.
We're on the waterfront right underneath the Brooklyn Bridge, and Mark Robichaud is a reporter for the Wall Street Journal. And in researching the state of the harbor here in New York, he stumbled onto Joe Shastay, that sport fisherman. What is the state of pollution in the harbor right now?
Well, actually, the harbor is a lot healthier than it's been in a while. Its bacteria levels are the lowest they've been in 3 decades, I'm told, by the city and the state. And there's been somewhat of a comeback of striped bass here because of strict fishing limits and because of aggressive pollution control programs along the river.
This port supports over 200,000 jobs. It generates more than $20 billion in regional revenue. But with the state of pollution, what kind of climate does that create for sport fishing?
Well, it's only sport fishing because the sale of striped bass was restricted in 1976 from this area. But it's in pretty good shape. Like I said, it's a lot better than it's been in the past 3 decades. They're seeing for the first time the return of oysters here in this area, which is a good indicator of water quality. So there's still a long way to go, though.
One quick question. Have you ever eaten a fish that you caught here?
Only one, and that's all you're allowed to by the New York Department of Health for 1 month.
All right, Mark Robichaud, thanks very much. We're going to meet that sport fisherman in the next hour.
All right, Kathleen, thanks a lot. We apologize for those sound problems from Kathleen, but the story's interesting.
Oysters and striped bass
in the East River?
out of the East River.
Mark that down.
But you only can eat 1 a month,
yeah,
as Mark just said.
All
All right.
one fish a month.
That's right. We've still got lots more to come on the S Plus Morning Show.
But I gotta tell you, Peter's first pick on what he likes to do in Manhattan, well, it makes me wonder, is he going goofy, or are the old Chevy's fumes going to his head?
This, I know, would not be Mary or Mike's cup of tea. It's just before dawn on a blustery fall morning in Manhattan. The party animals and the early risers are passing on the street, and I am going fishing in New York City. What's wrong with this picture? Fishing for striped bass and bluefish in the East River as harried commuters cross the bridges into Manhattan. Charter boat Captain Joe Shastay follows the gulls to schools of breaking fish right off the Battery. A lot of people wouldn't believe it's possible. I mean,
Yeah, perception of the harbor is not very good, but as you can see, this is year-round. I fish out here 10.5 months a year and catch stripers in freezing March when it's really cold, and bluefish from May through the middle of November.
it doesn't take long for Captain Joe to hook up, and so does his client, stock trader Larry Geller, playing hooky from nearby Wall Street.
People don't believe that you catch fish around here, but after going out with Joe, evidently you can see that you can catch fish out here and have a lot of fun.
Who'd believe it? So many fish that even your humble correspondent booked a couple.
Joe, my first New York City fish. Thanks, pal.
You're welcome.
We're looking forward to having a great trip fishing. It's his first time fishing, and looks like it's gonna be fun.
You should warm up a little bit, right? Just to get a feel for it. And the idea is to let your finger go when you get about right here. Whoa! Oh, let's see, just about 23 inches.
I got a fish, I got a fish, I got a fish.
It was really exciting for me because I never went fishing before. So, you know, to actually catch a fish really made me feel very good.